Hello everyone, today we meet again. So for today's show, we will talk about tax. So what basically the meaning of tax? Hello sister.
Oh, hello.
Do you know what is tax?
Ada saya sampai sini. Okay. Excess money.
Government.
Money. Budget.
Tax. Income.
Maybe a return to society.
Additional.
Tax is a compulsory contribution to state revenue imposed by the government on workers' income and business profits, or is added to the cost of some goods, services and transactions.
We had know about what is tax meaning. So, what is tax in Islamic perspective? In Islam, we are advised to listen to the regulations that set by government unless we are told to carry out a sin. Taxes is considered as a rules or laws that the government has placed on us. The purpose of this is because the people of the country and the government had an agreement with each other. And by disobeying this law, you will be breaking this deal, which is Muslims are not permitted to do. Hi! We meet again. So, what are the types of tax in Islam? You guys aware or not?
No.
Halal, which is a tax, a land tax paid by non-Muslim back then in the Prophet era.
I think there is no such thing as tax in Islam, but there is tax for non-Muslim in Islam, which is tax for kafir zimmi.
Maybe I know zakat and kharaj. Maybe.
Okay, thank you.
Tax in Islam? No.
Oh, yes.
How about zakat?
What is zakat?
Zakat, one of 5 pillars of Islam, is only imposed on Muslims. It is generally described as 2.5% tax on saving to be donated to the Muslim poor and needy. It was a tax collected by the Islamic State. Why do we give zakat? Zakat is not a charity. It is not voluntary charity, not a tax but an obligation. By giving zakat, a Muslim is acknowledging that everything we have is Allah's and we do not really own it, and we should use it to remember Allah and help those who are in need. It is also an act to help free us from excessive desire and greed, learn self-discipline and When should we give zakat? You should record the Islamic date on which you first become the owner of nisab. If, on the same date the following lunar year, you are still the owner of nisab, you will be obliged to pay zakat. Many Muslims choose to give during Ramadan as the rewards for good deeds performed in Ramadan are greater than in any other months. Who can receive zakat? Zakat can only be paid to specific beneficiaries and projects. The Quran mentioned 8 groups of people on who zakat should be spent. The first one is the fuqara, the poor. The second one is al-maskin, the needy. The third one is al-amilin, zakat collector. The fourth one is mu'allafatul qulub, poor and needy who recently converted to Islam. The fifth one is ar-riqab, slaves. Zakat can be used to purchase their freedom. The sixth one is Ibnu Sabil, a stranded traveller in need of financial assistance. The seventh one is Al-Gharimin, a debtor. The eighth one is Fi Sabilillah.
So, what about jizya?
Jizya is a per capita yearly tax historically levied by Islamic states on certain non-Muslim subjects permanently residing in Muslim land under Islamic law. The tax excludes the poor, women, children, and the elderly.
So, what about another type? Kharaj.
Kharaj is a land tax that imposed on non-Muslim, which was later imposed on Muslims as well.
So, we should pay tax as it is the rules of the land that we live in. Yet, it is haram for the government to forcibly take the money from us. In conclusion, as a Muslim, we must follow the rules or regulation of our country to pay taxes as long as it is not contradicted to Sharia principle.